Excellent. We'll go ahead and get started. Friendly reminder to everyone just to hit the raise hand icon if you'd like to ask a question. With that, let's go first to Brian Sandalo from the Chicago Sun-Times.
Hi, Rafa. Good afternoon. Thanks for making some time for us today.
Sure.
Hi, Rafa. Just wondering if there's any update on the status of Ignacio Eliseda, Mauricio Pineda, and also how is Stanislav Ivanov coming along? Because it's starting to hit the 4 months that was announced when he had the surgery.
Yeah, so Nacho's back in training. Yeah, he started training again with the team. It seems to be okay. Same with Mauricio. He also trained all week, and Stani is actually training with the team more and more. Today he did actually the full team training, so he's getting closer and closer. I think we always have to see if there is a reaction or not. So far it's been good. He's looking good, so I think we're very close of reintegrating him full time in team training, and then hopefully as soon as possible as well on the bench again.
All right, we'll go next to Jeremy McCullough from the Tribune. Jeremy.
Hi, Rafa. Good afternoon, and thank you for your time. There's a couple of weeks remaining in the MLS secondary transfer window. I believe it's August 4th or 5th is when it closes. Are you anticipating any players coming in or possibly any players leaving?
As I mentioned, I think earlier in our conferences that we're obviously always looking. A club is always watching players and looking for players, but right now we're not immediately looking for a short-term transfer or anything, but we're always looking. I can't say we won't have anything, but I also cannot say we are like targeting someone. You never know in football. You never know the transfer window. Obviously in Europe opening now, and clubs starting to buy and sell again in Europe as well after the Euro, and obviously here in the States as well, things are open again. You never know what happens. So we just gotta be flexible and ready if something happens.
All right, we'll go to Pat McCraney from SB Nation. Pat.
Hey, Rafa. Voting for the MLS All-Star Game opened up today. I wondered if there was a player or two on the Fire who you think are most deserving to go to that game.
I mean, if you look at the recent, the last months, I think there is a few players who have really good performances. As a team, we played well. If you look at the first 10 games or 9 games, obviously as a team we didn't have the results, and then it's difficult for individuals to shine as well. But I don't really want to pinpoint 1 or 2 players out. I think obviously there's guys who have done really good games. It's not my job now to say this or this player should be in an all-star game. I think that's the job of other people. But I was happy with the performances of a lot of players in the last 3-4 weeks.
Okay, we'll go next to Josh Friedman from WGN. Josh.
Thanks. Hey, Rafa. Just wondering, have you noticed a different mood during the training sessions, maybe a little bit more of a pep in the guy's step because of the winning and playing better of late?
I mean, obviously, when you win and have results, the mood is always better around the club, in the team, in the locker rooms, and everywhere. That's normal. People are happier when they win. We don't want to lose. And then obviously the quality in training or the competition in training is getting more and more. But that has more to do with players coming back from injuries, with players getting rhythm again. Now Gaston is back, Stanislav is in training, Elliot is back, Fabi and all these guys who were injured. So it makes the team more competitive. When you have 6-7 guys not here like we had for a long time, and I know no one wants to hear that, but that's just the truth and the reality. When you have 6-7 guys not there, then your competition in training is obviously less as well. So right now the team is working hard. There is a natural competition there, and obviously winning always makes it easier to have a good mood. But for us, it's very, very important to be in a good spirit, in a good momentum, but not to relax. And the guys actually work hard.
All right, we'll go back to Brian Sandalo. Brian.
Hi, Rafa. Just we're going to be talking to Johan Kappelhof in a few minutes, and just what does a healthy and informed Johan mean to this team?
Yeah, a lot. Johan is a very good defender, has a very good mentality. He's a quiet guy, but he still, when there's something to say in the team, in the locker room, he actually stands up. He's here, I think, the player who is here at this club the longest. So he has a lot of experience. He knows the league, he knows this club. And he had a very tough year last year where obviously he started the season well in Seattle and in New England, and then he was injured for a long time with COVID hitting and some other issues, and then having these injuries. So he had a very tough year, but I'm actually very happy with where he is now. It was important for him to have the full preseason with us, which he had, and now getting rhythm. So I'm happy where he is, and I just hope he stays healthy, and because then he's an important player for this team.
All right, we'll go next to Hernan Espinoza from La Fiera Deportiva. Hernan?
Good afternoon, Coach.
Hi.
What you always say is that you take every game, and wonder if in Nashville you're going to have the same initial 11 that you have in the past 3 games. So we're going to see some changes since it's a visiting game. And I know you're not going to give the initial 11 right now, but something can happen from here to Saturday. But I want to see your thoughts. If you're planning to have the same formation, or you're planning to have different tactics to play with Nashville. Thank you.
Well, like you already gave your answer, I'm not going to tell you if we're going to start with the same 11. But obviously, when you have 3 games, 7 points, and team played well, you also know that we're not going to make 6, 7 changes unless something really big happens in the next 2-3 days. So there may be changes. There may be a change or two. There is obviously thoughts in where we talk with the staff about certain different options, and we have competition in the team. And I'm happy about that. That's a good problem to have. But obviously, I'm not going to tell on Wednesday how we will play. And there's still 3 days left, and we're only in half of the week. But yes, we will probably move forward with a similar style as we had in the last 3 games. But we are obviously able to switch formations as well. But right now, I think we're in a good moment. And we will see what this game needs in terms of personnel for Saturday.
All right, Jeremy?
Hey, Rafa. There was a long time between games when we saw Jonathan Bornstein, and he had been reintroduced into the side. How would you assess his play at sort of that left center back role that he's kind of taken up now, and from a leadership perspective with Calvo away on international duty?
Yeah, I mean, it suits him well. Johnny can play this position very well. It's a mix between a left back position and a left center back position, and obviously that both suits him really well. When we have the ball, and also against the ball. Sometimes when we don't have the ball, he has to be almost a left back, because obviously Miguel pushes up, and when we have the ball, he's more like a half fullback, half centre back. So he does well, and in terms of leadership, Johnny is doing what he does all year. He is a guy who talks. He's a guy who is very responsible and takes ownership, and I think that is really good to have in the team. And I think he had good performances, and we always know that we can count on Johnny, and that's very, very important.
All right, we'll take one more. Brian, did you have another?
Yeah, just a small clarification on something, because a few of us are writing about it. Do you call it the formation that you use, a 3 in the back or 5 in the back? Just what would you call it, just for accuracy purposes?
When we have the ball, it's a 3-4-3, 3-5-2, and when we don't have the ball, it's probably a 5-4-1, depending on where you defend. If you defend in your own half, you defend with a back 5. If you go and press higher, you normally defend with a back 3 or back 4. So call it whatever you want. It's yeah. If you want to think very offensive, it's a 3-4-3.
Okay.
For defensive, it's a 5-4-1.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thanks, Rafa. Appreciate
Thank you.
your time. Johan,
Hey,
how are you, man? Good?
good.
Excellent. We'll go ahead and get started.
All right.
Let's go first question to Patrick McCraney from SB Nation. Pat?
Hey, Johan, thanks for doing this for us.
Hi.
The team went from really struggling to score in the first several games of the year to having this scoring explosion of 9 goals in the last 3 games. From your perspective, what has been the biggest difference?
I think we play with more confidence and we're more solid, like defensively. And I mean, we've been working. It didn't come our way, and we kept working on training session, and we kept believing ourselves. But it's just the details, that matters. And now the last 2-3 games it was better, and yeah, so that's a step forward for us.
Brian Sandalo?
Hey, Johan, thanks for making some time for us this afternoon. We appreciate it. Just looking back since the start of the 2020 season, what have these last, 17 months been like for you with some of the ups and downs and now back up for you right now?
Do you mean personally for me? For
Just you as a player, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so beginning of 2020 was I played the first 2 games, and then I got during the quarantine I had an injury, and that kept me out for like several months. So that was tough for me as a player. I was not used to being injured, and I kept getting setbacks with the injury, like 3 or 4 setbacks. So it was tough, and of course you start to doubt, can I come back the same way, and will my body hold it? So this year was a very important year for me to prove also to myself that I can still do it, and can be healthy. I worked really hard in the off season, and yeah, I'm glad that I'm healthy and available for the team and to help the team and playing now. So that's good.
What have you learned about yourself through all of this?
I've learned to be mentally, stronger than ever, because like during my career, I didn't have many setbacks. It always went my way. I was playing, always healthy. And now, it's you're like struggling with yourself. And, mentally it's tough when you're injured. And I came out stronger. So that was the positive.
All right, we'll go to Josh Friedman.
Hey, Johan. Just wondering how you guys are viewing this game on Saturday, playing well at home, knowing this is your lone road match of the month of July, and obviously Nashville just 1 loss on the season, and what the opportunity means to be able to keep up the play that you guys have shown and hopefully translate that on the road against a good squad.
Yeah, it's a very good squad. They're a good team. They're a hardworking team. So we have to give the same, the aggressiveness we've shown in the last 3 games. It starts with winning your duels, and that's what we did better in the last 3 games, winning our personal duels and fight for each other as a team, and then the chances and the opportunities will come. And if we stick together, it's going to be much easier as a team to play against a team like Nashville that has a lot of hard workers, and they always fight, So it's a tough game on the road, but we take them very seriously. We are preparing very well, and we keep building on top what we already built it. And we're playing now a new system, so I think that fits us good. For now, we're doing good the last 3 games, so we have to keep building on top of that.
Can you just expand a little bit more about that new system and how it does fit this club more in the personnel that you guys have?
I don't know necessarily the club, but it's just at this moment, at this time where we were, I think this system fits us better. It's like more secure at the back, more solid. I think we have the players for it to play. So I think at this moment and this time, and with the players we have now, I think it's a good system. We've shown in the last 3 games we improved. So I like this system to play this way. and I think it fits the team well.
Jeremy McCullough.
Hey, Johan, got kind of a weird question for you related to the system. We're trying to figure out if it is a 3 in the back or a 5 in the back. And we asked Raphael Wicky just before you, and he told us to call it what we want. So the question is, what are you guys calling it? And when the coaches draw it up and draw up the starting 11, do they refer to 3 in the back or 5 in the back?
This system, you can you can color it in the way you want it. Like you can call it 5 or you can call it 3. Some teams play this system with more like 3 in the back and the wing backs, attacking way high and more. Depends also like how you want to put pressure and how you analyze a team. That's the way you can say 3 or 5, but I like to say 5-3-2. And like in attack, you have the 3 center backs for the control, and then you have 1+1 midfielder, and the wing backs, they can attack, so that's a tool for us to create chances and score more. But yeah, some people say 5-3-2, some 3-5-2. I don't know.
Josh, did you have another? I see your hand is still raised.
Nope, sorry.
Okay, all good. We'll go next to Pat McCraney. Pat?
Johan, All-Star voting opened today. I wondered if there was a teammate or two of yours that you wanted to single out as somebody that people should throw a vote in for this year.
Yeah, of course, there are guys in the team doing good. I think Alvaro Medran right now is on fire. He has I don't know how many assists in the last 3 games, but he had quite some. So Alvaro is doing good. And I'd like to say Bobby, he saved us a couple of times in important moments in the game. So I think Bobby as well. Alvaro's doing good now. You have some couple of guys who could make it. So yeah.
All right, great. Thank you, Johan. Appreciate your time this afternoon.
Thank you too. Thank you.
Thanks to everyone else for tuning in. We'll see you guys on Saturday.